there's an obvious front runner here that a lot of people are talking about.
Clearly, Natalie Portman.
There's obviously Natalie Portman. How do people feel about that?
I think it is, it's a really, really, really strong performance. It's, normally, it's the sort of things you normally just don't see. It's a really it's overblown, it's melodramatic, sure, but she does it within the constraints of the film. It works perfectly, and she mixes genres. The whole film plays out real horror genre elements, Italian giallo, and even references to films like the anime Perfect Blue.
What I think is quite an achievement of that film is the character development actually happens in a really short space of time, but she manages to make it quite believable because she goes from this sort of naive rabbit in the headlights kind of feel at the start, and but ends up really managing to demonstrate how paranoia can sort of drive people to the edge quite a lot of the time.
She brings a lot of believability to a role that could easily have been.
Could have been like camp over the top. It could have been, no, I agree. In the rest of the sketch, I mean, the other person who I know at the start of the race kind of seemed like could potentially edge in was Annette Bening. The kids were all right. Who I really love watching. I think something I found about her was every sort of movement, every twitch, every kind of facial expression I thought was so kind of thought through, planned out, and I think it was something that I found it very moving and just. She sort of captured me in that film, but I just don't. I think in the absence of Natalie Portman, she probably could have had it. But I don't think.
I think she could have had it, but I don't think that this is a film she should win for. I mean, I think lots of the pressure for her to get the Oscar is because this is her. I think it's her fourth nomination. She's a very good actress. She's got a good back catalogue behind her, including American Beauty, in which she was really, really good. I think that is what she probably should have won for.
Yeah.
But this, I don't think it's her best performance. I feel it's a very good performance, but I feel that amongst the nominees there is, for example, Jennifer Lawrence from Spider, who is absolutely wonderful. I mean, for me, if this wasn't Natalie Portman's, the year of her performance, it would be Jennifer Lawrence straight off the bat, because she is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. She completely carries that film. It's a phenomenal piece of work. And
I mean, it's a category where there's a lot of angsty performances. I mean, you sort of have this mourning mother, you have this woman whose marriage is falling apart, and it feels like in this kind of set of really intense performances, Natalie Portman comes out as the obvious winner. But I mean, I think that's why I also kind of feel Annette Bening should have a light shone on her for being.
I mean, she is very good. I mean, compared to other people, I mean, there's Nicole Kidman in the things, and she is very good. She's in very much actress piece. But I don't think she quite sells the film even, because she's playing opposite an actor who's just as good, and he's been completely ignored.